A tiny spark in the dark.
Did you know your eyes have their own hidden clock? Did you know your eyes basically have their own mini, third eye, timekeeper? Even if someone is completely brain dead and their eyes are kept alive in a lab, the cells in their retina will still keep perfect 24-hour circadian rhythm on their own. That's wild. Your retina has its own built-in clock, in the horizontal cells and other layers, that runs independently. It helps control things like light sensitivity, repair, and dopamine levels inside the eye. But wait, what about the recent headline about scientists discovering a third eye? The recent article isn't really a brand new discovery. Scientists, led by Professor Thomas Baden, went back over old research and genetic data from animals like fish and lampreys. They put together a clearer evolutionary picture. Our super ancient ancestors had a median third eye in the middle of their head for sensing light. Over hundreds of millions of years, parts of that ancient structure evolved into our modern retinas, on the sides, and the pineal gland, deep in the brain. Today, the pineal gland no longer senses light directly. Instead, it gets light, dark info from your eyes and releases melatonin to help control your overall sleep-wake cycle. So yes, it still plays a role in circadian rhythms, but it's not an independent clock like the one in your retina. Your eyes have their own local clock. Super cool and independent, while the pineal gland acts more like the body's main melatonin broadcaster that relies on signals from the eyes. Pretty amazing how evolution left these ancient systems still ticking away inside us, right?
I thought I'm craving for marmalade, and I pulled out some old recipe books, and these are the only ones that I think that have recipes in them. So I thought I would bring you along my journey making marmalade and all my probable mistakes along the way that hopefully will make you laugh, cry, or just feel really cringe. Let's go to somewhere where we can have a look at the books. Okay, now we're in a sunnier spot. Let's do this. So we're going old school today, no Google. We're just going to use recipe books like I said. Look at these bad boys. No wonder why our grandmas were thin. Let's start with the first one. I've already found the marmalade in this one. Country Women's Association Classics. Breakfast marmalade. Stunning pictures submitted by Shirley Platts, Middle Ridge Branch, Queensland. Thank you, Shirley. Let's try on the next one. What else have they got in here? spiced pears. I think you need to be up a bit. I need to get the hang of this. Higher and higher. Yeah, spiced pears. Let's open a random page. Lemon icing. Banana fruit loaf. Sauerkraut goulash. That sounds interesting. Caroline Joeswig, Tennant Greek Branch, Northern Territory. We like different things. Wunderbar. Porcupine meatballs. What a fun dish for children. Okay, let's go to the next book because we can do that. Okay, this is an old beat up copy. That's my cat. Of Margaret Fulton, My Very Special Cookbook. Just moving this big boy out of the way. And let's open up our page. Okay, all we have in here is a 3-fruit marmalade. No pictures. But it does say, did you know Scotland was the first country to put Seville oranges on the gastronomic map when a Scot invented marmalade early in the 18th century? Ever since then, marmalade for his toast is what makes breakfast for any Englishman. Chip chip. Once you get the taste for its sweet tart flavour, it seems the most natural way to start the day. When the Seville oranges first come in, use them for the marmalade. They are not as sweet as other oranges, but the tart flavour and very bright orange skin gives Seville marmalade its distinctive taste and glorious red gold colour. Failing Sevilles, use any fresh New Season orange. Well, we will keep that in mind, Margaret, thank you. The Australian Way of Cooking Pictorial. This is a stunning book. It's old, but it's so lovely, and I don't know whether there's much Australian things, but we've got fish and oysters, smoked cod casserole, so much seafood. Cooking country styles. Let's read this. The unhurried approach to country cooking. Australia has marvellous produce, rivaling anything coming from the Great Central Valley in California. You can't miss this fact when you travel through the countryside and visit the Australian country towns. You'll notice that time doesn't pass quickly here. Part of the country tradition is to take the time to make what you need from local produce. Sustainable, I like that. Summer fruits like raspberries and strawberries are made into jam and marmalade and then ladled on homemade bread. If I pause weirdly, it's some reason on my little camera it comes up with a little thing I have to tap. I'm sorry. There'll be mistakes. Okay, let's keep going. Farmers often open their tucker boxes to a lunch of tasty cheese or meat seasoned with homemade chutneys, far superior to what you would find in the shops. Sounds good. We've taken afternoon tea, part of our English heritage, and improved it with a number of homemade goodies. Wholemeal fruit scones, nutty gingerbread, apple pies and shortbread. There's my baby again. Not my baby. He's a cat. In this section, you'll find country-inspired recipes for these delights and many others. Let's look at these delights, shall we? So, oh gosh, that looks good. Leek and mushroom quiche. So, I'm on the marmalade page because there's lots of recipes in here and I don't want to make these videos long. I want to make them stuff I enjoy. So let's have a look in the book anyway. We have a whole heap of marmalades in here And if you're looking and you can be bothered, I'd love your input. Just tell me which one sounds great. So we're going to start with a citrus marmalade, and that has 1 grapefruit, 1 lemon, 1 green apple, 1 orange. Come and help me, love bug. 1 orange, 4 cups of water, and 6 cups of sugar. That's definitely, hello baby. That's definitely a lot of sugar. Then there's the orange carrot marmalade, which I think we can rule out because we just want marmalade. Then there's grapefruit and lemon marmalade, which sounds kind of nice, but I'm after more oranges. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the people on YouTube. I love you. Yes. Little book. We must give our pets attention because we don't know how long they're here for. And all they have is us. Okay, so the final one here that I'm leaning toward is a diet marmalade, and it's got lemon, water, gelatin, lemon juice, and sugar, which again doesn't have the oranges, which we really wanted. But I'd love to hear your input. So we've got these options, and if not, I'll have to just write them all out, throw them in a box, and pick one. Next episode, if we can call them that, or installment, we'll be going shopping to find what we need to make them, because that helps to have the right stuff. See you then.
Tour of the world's most unique hotel. There are 3 levels, so I'm gonna start at the top and we'll make our way down to the bottom. Obviously, this is the bedroom that you saw last night. But here it is in the daytime. The sound of the rain hitting these windows is so dreamy. The whole pod is made of glass, but they have these privacy curtains up here because we can see these pods, and back here is the veranda, so when people are coming up and downstairs, you would be very exposed. But because they have these, it feels very private. All right, top floor number 2. All right, this is the main level where we spend most of our time. Look, on this table, it's just built into the walls. You're forced to look out at the views the entire time. The views are just never ending, ever changing. This whole place is off the grid, so there's actually a lot of similarities between this pod on the side we live and our front that we lived in for a couple years. And one of them being the diesel heater. We have this exact same one, so it's kept it nice and toasty in here, and we have this remote where we change the temperature and take it to our bed. So in the middle of the night we're on, you can just turn it down or turn it off. And on this wall, we've got the light switch, which are these beautiful LED lights. Big fan.
Okay, that's enough of that. Next.
Come close. The cards are laid before you. Let the cards speak. Can you feel their velvet shadows? Secrets I keep. Each one holds a secret. The cards are laid before you. A future to unfold. Can you feel their pull? Pause for a moment. Each one holds a secret. A future